Today we're talking about the Surface Tragus Piercing. Now, even though it doesn't go through the actual tragus, it's a little bit in front of it, it's still what everybody calls it. The Surface Tragus Piercing, or sometimes known as the sideburn piercing, is basically just a surface piercing in front of the tragus following the contour of the ear. With the Surface Tragus Piercing, you can go at a bunch of different angles because there's not a lot of movement in this area. Now, the only real issue is if you shave in that area, it is difficult to shave around. So you can go kind of a little angled forward, but normally I follow the contour of the ear. Now, when you're using jewelry, you want to use a flat disc or flat gem as far as the bead goes, and definitely go with the surface bar. Don't use the curved barbells. Once in a blue moon it might heal, but the surface bar is the answer. Now, as I was mentioned a second ago, shaving around the area is one of the biggest issues because it's really easy to irritate it. So placement during the initial piercing is super, super important. Now, the other issue with this is sometimes when you're drying off, a towel can get caught on there, just like almost any piercing. But with the surface piercing, keep your eye on it and make sure it's not rejecting because it can leave a very large scar. Now, most piercings are going to be healed in about 6 to 12 months for surface piercings. This one I find is on the lower end, so probably closer to the 6 months. Now, this piercing is one of the very few that I've never had. So let's check out the painometer. It's about what I imagine. For a surface piercing, it's really not that bad. Now, if I didn't have my beard, I'd probably get one. Another very anatomy-dependent piercing, but it's a really cool piercing, as long as you don't have to shave around it. Now, with surface piercings, they can reject out, so you got to keep your eye on that. And the other thing, like I said, is if it's too taut, it might not be pierceable. You got to have enough tissue to actually pierce. Now, I'm a huge fan of it when it works for the right person, so if you're thinking about it, I highly approve. Again, another rare piercing. If you enjoy my videos, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and of course, keep putting holes in your body. See you on the next video.